Oh my gosh, I think it smells incredible.
It smells incredible.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan here with Gilbert Fireplaces and Barbecues, where the holiday season is finally upon us. This time of the year, we're gonna be cooking up a lot of good food. We're actually gonna be baking as well. One of the best products that you could bake on at your home is a wood-fired oven. So today, you're gonna see us bake an apple pie on the Allegro pizza oven from Alfa ovens. This is a wood-fired oven that allows you to not only bake, but you could throw a cast iron skillet, do steaks, do chops, do anything inside here. You do pizzas, of course, as well. But today, we're gonna show you how to do an apple pie for the upcoming holidays. Now, when it comes to grilling and barbecuing and smoking, I know just enough to be a little bit dangerous. But when it comes to baking, I think it's best we leave that to the professionals.
Hey, it's Trees with Gilbert Fireplaces and Barbecues. I'm here today with my family. My granddaughters recruited some help with our apple pie baking for the Alfa oven. So I have my granddaughters here this morning, Paige and Tatum, Hannah, who also works at Gilbert Fireplaces and Barbecues, the mama of the twins, my daughter, and Kayla, my daughter as well, who also does some help with social media at the shop. So we're all gonna get together and make apple pies today. What do you say, girls? Yeah! All right, let's do it. Okay, girls, so one of the first things we need to do now is to make the pie crust, okay? And the reason we make that early is that's gotta go in the fridge and get kind of cold after we mix it up. So we're gonna mix it up first, and then we're gonna pop it in the fridge so it can get cold, and then we'll do our apple slices, okay? All right, so we're gonna measure out. Now, the measurement in a crust has to be a little bit more precise than the measurement, say, in like our apple pie filling that we'll make later. We'll make go ahead and dump the whole thing on. Dump it all. Dump the whole thing. There you go. Excellent. Okay, so now we've got our flour in there. So 1 tablespoon of sugar, and then Paige, you can add the salt. Tablespoon. There we go. Get a teaspoon of salt. Excellent. Go ahead and put that in there. All right, so now we're gonna give it a quick stir, and then we're gonna add the butter to that, okay? So go ahead and stir that. Alrighty, so we have our butter here that we're gonna go ahead and dump the whole bowl in, Mommy. Just dump it all in there. And then what we're gonna do, no power tools here, we're gonna use this pastry blender. So let me just, okay, you can do it, I'll just show you. And we're just gonna blend it, we'll all do it together. How about we all do it together? And then we're gonna add our water to this, okay? And we want 1/2 cup. Go ahead and keep going. Excellent. Sprinkle it all or dump it all in one spot, but that is good. Okay, so now here's your, stir it. We're gonna stir it. Excellent, and so the water's going to be incorporated into the flour a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and take our spatulas out of there, and we're gonna get our hands dirty. Okay, so now it's time to get our hands in there. So we form that into a ball, and then we're gonna take this side over like this, and that side, and then we're gonna pat it. Pat it, we're gonna pat it flat. Pat, pat, pat. And do you see those little pieces of butter in there? That's gonna make our crust super flaky later. And now the hard part, girls, we have to wait. We're gonna put this in the fridge, and we have to wait for them to get cold. All right, so fridge. There's 2 different kind of apples in here. There's Granny Smith and there's honeycrisp apples. Okay, so there's 2 different types. And I think the best pies are made by the best apples. So we have some nice, good, firm, juicy, sweet apples. Tart, little sweet. And we're gonna season them up right now with some sugar, okay? So we got some brown sugar going in first. It doesn't have to be precise. Dump that all in there, okay? So go ahead and dump that. Oh, that's good, that's good. There we go, and then dump it in there. We're gonna add a little bit of lemon juice, okay? Just a little bit of lemon juice. Okay, so I have 2 spoons.
It looks like snow.
It looks like snow. It kind of does look like snow. Spoon for you, spoon for you. I'm gonna take this out of the way. Go ahead and give it a good stir, girls. So if the apples taste good right now, they're gonna taste good in your pie later. So that's why it's important to get this part right. So you think we need to add any more cinnamon?
No.
No? Any more sugar?
No.
No? Oh, well, we're killing it then, right?
All right, girls, so now we have to wait. We have to put these apples to the side, and it's gonna let all that sugar soak in and all the juices come out, and they're gonna make them extra yummy, okay?
Yeah!
All right.
All right. All right, let's.
A few moments later.
That open.
I want to get mine.
You want to get yours? You got it?
Got it?
I almost got it.
You almost got it?
Almost got it. I got it.
Excellent. All right. All righty, we waited. So this is the easy part and the fun part too, girls. Well, it's all been kind of fun. I'm gonna put a little sprinkle of flour, right? A little sprinkle of flour.
Good. And now roll it this way. Can you turn it? Yeah, there you go, like that.
Excellent. You're all done, and I'm almost all done too, okay? So my bottom crust is in. Now I like to cut, you might notice that there's a lot of different sizes to my apples. They're not all uniformly sliced, and I like it that way. Okay.
Yeah, there.
Oh, and look at Tatum. Excellent. So now we're gonna go ahead and connect the top and the bottom crust, okay? Excellent.
Little pinch.
A little pinch.
Like salt bay.
All right, well that was great fun, girls, wasn't it? It was so easy too. It took us about an hour to wrap it, to put them all together. So easy, even 4-year-olds could do it, right? So what do you say now? We take them down to Uncle Ryan and have him put them in the Alpha oven for us and bake them off. All right, let's do it.
Gosh, those girls did quite the job, didn't they? Well, now that those pies are prepped, we gotta fire up the Alpha and get them in the oven. All right, so we got our wood set up. It's time to get the fire going. We're gonna use some fire starters here. So you're just gonna light that with a lighter. Just send that back there. All right, that'll take about 10 minutes to get that lit, and then we'll go from there. All right, so our fire's lit, so what we're gonna do now is use our tool to kind of slide it to one side of the oven and give us that kind of roll and top-down heat you're gonna want. So once you move the wood over, you'll grab your brush, just kind of clean it up a little bit, get some of that ash over by your fire, and get it prepped for our pie. All right, so on this pie, we're shooting for an internal temperature on the oven on 375 degrees. So in order to regulate your temperature on these wood-fired ovens, you're actually gonna use the door. So it's all about airflow with these. So right now, it's sucking in a ton of oxygen, getting a ton of airflow, really allowing that fire to burn really nice and hot. So by using our door, we're gonna cut off some of that oxygen supply and decrease our temperature a little bit, because if we keep it here, this thing's gonna be at 1,000 degrees, and we don't want that. So I have the door placed, and it looks like it's on all the way, but I actually have it cracked that's still allowing oxygen and air to feed the fire on the side. So that's a good setting there to get us to that 375 degree temperature. All right, Mom, so you got the pies in while I was away. Let's take a look. We're about at the halfway mark here, so let's see how they're looking.
Ooh, looking good.
That's smelling good. Let me,
Looking good.
oh yeah, you can see it bubbling.
That's exactly what you want. You want to see like the juices kind of starting to bubble up a bit, getting all caramelized on the top.
Yeah, that's looking nice.
Looking really nice.
So we've been stabilizing a good 375 degree temperature. It started to dip a little bit, so we did add an extra log just to keep us at that temperature point. But things seem to be progressing pretty well. A little bit of adjustments with the wood-fired oven. You do want to make sure that you're rotating the food, letting it cook evenly because of the way the temperature is distributed in these. So I think the way we have it set up now is going to be nice for the rest of the cook. All right, so we're at about an hour and 20 minutes into this now at this point. We put some foil on the top of that larger pie because the top was getting kind of dark, so we didn't want that to darken much further, but we want the rest of the base to kind of finish baking. Right. So let's see where it's at.
All right, let's do this. Big reveal.
You got that?
I got it.
All right. Oh my gosh, I think it smells incredible.
Smells incredible. Okay.
Let's pull it out.
I think
What are we looking for?
So we want the crust to be so not quite as pale as it was, and it's not. It's a little bit more golden. The bottom crust.
Nice. All right, let's cut into this.
Yeah, we're gonna cut into it in a couple hours.
What, a couple
hours.
What?
And we're gonna let it cool down.
A couple hours?
Yep. So we're gonna
But
let it
no,
cool.
but it's so good.
I know. Patience, and
All right.
the reward will be
All right.
great later. But yeah, well done.
Oh yeah. All right, this thing's been resting for about 4 hours now. So it's got time to cool down, let that crust kind of settle a little bit. So now it's the best part. Time to cut into this and see how it tastes. Wow, this looks absolutely incredible. It's overflowing with apples. I love it. I know they used a couple different types of apples. You can see the different sizes of the apples in here. So great consistency. The aroma is so amazing. You got the cinnamon sugar kind of coming up through it. You can see on the top, it got a little bit dark where they put the clumps of the sugar there. So that should add some nice toastiness to it. You can see the flakiness of this crust here from that butter they put on. Oh man, let's go. Oh yeah, that's absolutely incredible. Those apples just caramelized so well in that cinnamon and sugar. It's absolutely delicious. You got the flakiness from that crust. Oh my God, the only thing that's gonna make this better is a nice slice or a scoop of vanilla ice cream. But that's incredible. That wood-fired oven did a nice job. That apple pie was absolutely incredible. As you can see, the Alfa Allegro wood-fired oven does a great job, not only as a pizza oven, but also as an oven that you can bake pies, bake cakes. You can use in a lot of different ways, and we showcase that today. So if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more barbecue tips and tricks. This is Ryan with Gilbert Fireplaces and Barbecues, where indoor comfort meets outdoor entertaining.